And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Williams looking for a man. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Washington. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. At the 45 on his way. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wide open makes the catch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hook release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Makes the grab, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Lining up for the PAT.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Now we'll get a chance. He's got it down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Quarterback will keep it. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Smithers into space. Got a lot of room to the right. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Williams will pass. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A full dive to haul that one in. Washington right back to the line. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Turning it on. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as you catch him.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sweep beaten by a little time. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Give to Brown. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They think there's room to run to the right here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Grab in the backfield. It's Thompson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Washington wants to go quickly. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's caught. It's Anderson. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the option. The pitch. Nice move there. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Arizona State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Williams will pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Dangerous screen into traffic. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catch is made at the 15. He gets a block. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Grab near the marker, it's McCutcheon. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And a sweet catch on a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need to.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Just keeps moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll take a deep shot here. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Arizona State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
So so much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space, and that's a big stop. Now you're only down one. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Williams looking for a man. The sure hands, it's Williams. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Huskies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another